Want to know how to create incredible imagery in pencil? Stick around, let's dive on into the platform and find out how. First, we're going to start on our homepage and we're going to access image generation either from our options on the landing page or in our work section. We're going to come in to the image generation tool, and what you're going to find here is a few different options. We're going to close the chat for now and we're going to select a model. We have 10 great models to choose from in pencil, and I'm going to stick with Imagen 3 for my examples here because it's a great all-rounder. We're going to enter a prompt in prompt entry. Here I'm prompting for a fashion photography studio full colour photo of a model. So we've got a medium and a subject. We're going to expand on that subject: a Mediterranean man who has a black shaggy mod cut hairstyle, couture denim outfit, and then we're going into our setting, so a stark studio scene with scaffolding staged as a prop, white backdrop, framing, wide shot to show face and full outfit in striking dynamic style, and then we're doing our colour and lighting, high contrast colour and striking industrial and utilitarian vibes. It's a reasonably complex prompt, but we're always sticking to that same framework: our medium, subject, setting, lighting and colour. We could enter a negative prompt here, but we don't really want to do that and define our negative prompt until we've had a few outputs. We can select an aspect ratio from these generate options and then select a number of results, and I'm going to give myself 10 results so I've got something to choose from in my outputs. I've sped up the process of generation. This will take a few moments longer than we're showing here, and then I've got 10 great outputs that really match the vibe and the content of the prompt that I used, and I could get these even more consistent with even more detail in my prompts. We can then develop this further with our editing features, which you'll see above the canvas. The magic fill option gives you the option to select an area and infill, prompting for what you want to add to your image. Smart arrays, in contrast, gives you the option to select an element of your image. In this case, I'm going to take this belt buckle. We're going to shade over it, going beyond the edges of the element that we're removing, and then select arrays. We're going to get an option there, which we can approve, or we can go again if we're not happy with the results and then save that as a copy. The expand feature gives us the ability to outfill, to fill a new frame, moving outwards from the edges of our original image and filling in the detail. So here we're expanding outwards to a couple of different options of 1:1 aspect ratios. Enhance via Topaz and various other models gives you the option to apply various enhancements and overall improve the output image quality from your generations. It's worth noting that different editing features up at the top there are available with different models. Going back to model selection will unlock different options which you can select no matter which model you started with. We're now going to come in and look at how we can scale this up. So I'm going to come into a feed variation, and we've got a whole separate video on feeds that you can look. This is a sneak peek. Here I've added some parameters to a spreadsheet. So I've got gender, ethnicity, hair color as columns, and we've come in, selected a cell, gone to actions and generate image. Here I've done a really similar prompt to my original one, but I've got references in place of the details. So this will read as a Scandinavian man who has long blonde hair. We've then dragged that down from that small box in the center, and we've got a host of different outputs, which we can see a selection of here. This is a really good way to turbocharge your image generation and give yourself a huge variety of different options to select from when you're generating. So those are a few of the ways that you can generate images in pencil. Please get on in there, give it a practice, and absolutely share your results with us. We'd love to see what you're doing. Thank you.